Why can't you move on over your toxic ex? Well, the truth is, it's not moving on. It's something else altogether, and we'll get to that in just a bit. Most people do not miss their ex, they miss the closure that they never got. Let's understand why some people never move on after years of rigorously trying to. Let's begin with the famous Mary Com's case study that's blown up online. A legendary athlete opens up about her divorce, and suddenly the internet turns into a boxing ring. It all started when Mary's husband took their personal matter online and started telling the public that she cheated on him. In reaction to this remark, she visited Aap Ki Adalat and said that her husband is the one who cheated on her financially and stole from her regularly, because of which she got tired and wanted to end it. The truth is, there is absolutely no way for you or me to know which of them is telling the truth. People are shocked, disgusted, angry with mixed reaction. Some are hating on Mary Com while others are defending her. This very explosion of opinion is exactly why messy breakups rarely stay personal anymore. Here's the thing. Social platforms reward conflict and outrage. That's why we're watching something so damn sensitive like a divorce and a heartbreak become a public spectacle. And a lot of people find themselves in a similar mess when one side involves family or friends. In reaction to this, the other person also wants to share their side of the story, so they get involved in the blame game just to present their side of the story. This is what Mary Com did, and you can clearly see what it cost her. And this is why partaking in such blame games helps no one. Here's the problem. Publicizing private pain changes how your brain heals. Psychological research on breakups show that unresolved ending, especially when mixed with conflict, blame, and performance, create what therapists call as attachment residue. That means your nervous system keeps replaying the relationship long after it's over. Your brain does not see talking about your ex or bitching about them as closure. It sees it as engagement. So when you're still explaining, defending, or attacking, your mind thinks that the relationship is not actually finished. And here's where the pieces come together. Let me put it this way. If you end a relationship with a messy Insta post, friends, family, and followers, they pick sides. Your brain stores this like unfinished business. That's why some of us can never move on even though the other person was clearly toxic. It's not because you haven't gotten over them. It's because you never gave your own mind a clean ending. Think of any public feud where the exes roasted each other. Twitter turns into a sport, Reddit threads fill up with memes and moral judgments. And what should have been a transition from one relationship to a breakup becomes a contest. The audience moves on, but the price is paid by the couple and their families. And here's the thing. Online reactions often reflect more about the commentators than the couple. Right now, a lot of people are projecting their own gender expectations, old ideas about ego and money, cultural scripts onto this situation. Some are saying the backlash shows female ego. Others are saying that women are getting vilified unfairly because that's what always happens. Public is primed to believe the man first. But the real takeaway isn't about who's right or who's wrong in this case or any other marriage that we've seen. It's about respect, dignity, and psychological closure. How you end things matters. Ending with blame, humiliation, or public brawling leaves scars. Ending with accountability, honest but private conversation, and boundaries gives your brain the message this chapter is done. And that's when healing begins. Here's a metaphor. Think of a relationship like a fight in a ring. When the bell rings, the fight isn't over until both the fighters go to their corners. But Twitter posts, interviews, courtroom, or public opinion. That's like two fighters getting out of the ring and having a brawl in the crowd. Nobody wins in this situation. You just become a laughing stock. Your brain keeps the threat alive. So if you want real closure, not just validation, sympathy, likes, and views, talk privately for God's sake. Take responsibility for your part and exit with respect. Because you can never heal by proving you were right. Because there's always going to be somebody who thinks you're wrong. You heal by choosing peace over performance. And most importantly, whether it is Mary Com or someone that you know personally, let the ending end. A lot of people don't end up with the wrong person by accident. They end up there because they missed asking the right questions early on. And that's why I have shared 7 questions you must ask your partner before marriage. Watch the full video by clicking here. I wish you healing and love.